Greetings and salutations, Dota fans! It is I, Badger, back for some more League of Lads Season 9 action. I am joined tonight by the defending League of Lads champion captain, BullJaXX. How are you tonight?
I'm wonderful, wonderful. Thanks for having me.
I was going to give you a long list of titles, but then it occurred to me, I don't need to give you a long list of titles. You're the defending champ. That's all that matters.
Yeah, exactly.
10 seconds remaining.
But we have tonight... what you said?
Sorry? No, go ahead.
Yeah, we have in our hands the two very good teams, hopefully. I mean, this is, speaking of champions, Dire side. 4-5 of the championship core from 2 seasons ago. Radiant team, a lot of high MMR players, a lot of expectations.
Yeah, it should be a really, really good game. You got Ultra Gunner, Frenzy, Jay on one side, Levi, Patience even. Against, obviously KU and crew. Should be a really good game.
Of course, and it's going to be a real... one thing I'm looking to watch is the carry-on-carry matchup, and I understand Dota is not necessarily a carry-on-carry exhibition, but these are two of, if not the two best carries in League of Lads, so it's a real, high-octane carry-on-carry matchup here.
Yeah, coming out from the bans, though, it's very, very just meta heroes out of here. See if they just first pick Weaver or not. See if why would you not?
And maybe they have some honor. Maybe they don't want to pick Weaver. Turns out, no! They do not have honor. They are here to pick Weaver.
That is a good pick. Great hero. I don't know if you know that.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
I'm sure you are too. I'm sure everyone in the Dota scene is aware of the power of this Weaver bug over here.
10 seconds remaining.
So, what is KU gonna respond with? What's his go-to?
Probably some hero that can just lane. It's probably just some laning 5 for Kata, right?
Yeah, Disruptor is not terrible against the Weaver. Anything that offers I like AoE control. It's kind of what I like to do. Oh my lord.
That's a throwback. I mean, for those who've been around for long enough, you remember when this team would pick Death Prophet literally every game for either middle lane, 4 support, 5 support, off lane, and lo and behold, guess who's back in the meta? It's Krabolos to Death Prophet, and look who's picking it again. It's the team now known as the Booba Enthusiasts, formerly known as No Teddy, formerly known as She's, formerly known as Stepper. I'm stuck. That was hard.
This is a great pick. Nyx Assassin, that's some good, technically AoE control because of the carapace, obviously. Nice scouting, too. You can just, literally sit on top of a wave and Weaver goes in, hit your E, freest skills of your life. This offlane duo is actually terrifying to play against. Nyx Death Prophet, no fun. There's no 5 that wins that lane for you.
I mean, so you know what? Maybe we'll lose our safe lane, but maybe we can win our off lane too. I mean, Tide Weaver also a very powerful lane. A lot of minus armor there between the Swarm and the Gush. So both teams putting together both a highly meta-based but also a highly potent off lane duo from what we expect so far.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Jay Tidehunter. He owns with this hero. I'm pretty sure Jay always goes one item build. And that's Hood into Meteor Hammer on every single hero. So we'll see if my theory is correct.
Meteor Hammer, it's quite powerful on Tide, it gives a lot of regen. It's good at hitting the buildings. It's pretty good even at some wave push. Tide with Meteor Hammer, surprisingly powerful.
It's powerful.
I wonder if we see a Pudge tonight. I know both teams have Pudge pickers, but I'm guessing probably no Pudge.
No, you don't really I guess Dire technically could, but they've already picked the Nyx, and that's definitely what Mal's playing, and he's their Pudge player. I don't think anybody.
I'm sure they're still asking. I'm sure Kate is like, "Yeah, guys, I'm on 250 ping. Pick me Pudge. Pick me Pudge."
I'm sure he is.
Perhaps not. You never know with these. Actually, this team definitely, but. There's one thing of note, though, is the difference in roster construction. I mean, Dire is what can best be described as a long-term friend stack. I mean, this is mean, they have 4 players who played there for the last 4 seasons of Lads, and then Aaron, who has played with KU on Portland Burnside. These are guys that like pub together. They've known each other for a very, very long time. Versus the PayPal S30K USD team, best of my knowledge, is more of a pickup stack than a established long-term stack there.
That is correct. That is correct. Even Kobe was on Burnside as well. He was the 5 player.
He's been upgraded from 5 to 3 apparently. He's ready to take his death profit from the mid lane to the off lane now. Death profits. Now it's one of those things. Usually I would laugh at death profits, but considering DP carried me to 2 wins last night, I can't say anything about death profit right now.
It's a good hero. Good hero.
It is. It's a very, very strong hero right now. It's one of those things where I feel like this patch is simultaneously extraordinarily stale, but we're still figuring out so much about it. Where think about a lot of these heroes that are in the meta right now. These heroes that we weren't necessarily seeing, say, at TI, which on this patch, I mean, Spirit Breaker, Death Prophets, Weaver. We're seeing a lot more Weaver than we were previously. Like, these are heroes where it's like, all right, the Queen of Pain, OD. These heroes are just popping out of nowhere, and somehow this patch, which feels incredibly stale, just keeps advancing constantly.
Yeah, I guess it's just like people like want more new changes and whatnot. But honestly, this patch has been like probably the most stable patch Dota's ever had. I know like a certain hero's a lot better, obviously, but I just kind of feel like how meta favors and people figure out different combos against it and whatnot. Disruptor's a great pick here against the Tidehunter. It owns Weaver and Tidehunter with that ulti. No way to purge it off, nor time lapse yourself out of that.
Yeah, that's going to be very. I mean, it's one of those things where Tide can purge off nearly anything in the Dota game, with the exception of pretty much Doom and like an undispellable AoE silence, of which there aren't that many in the game, but lo and behold, Dire have one. Should be I like the separate option though into this lane, like knowing that you're laying into this Tide Weaver lane that's going to constantly run at you. Supper has the ability to get an early point in kinetic field to actually, say, keep KU alive, which has been pretty much the modus operandi for these KU teams for the last year and a half is keep KU alive, get him farm, KU carry game, and
yeah.
I mean, Disruptor's very good at enabling that in the lane.
Yeah, very strong laner. Now, this Radiant team picks Ogre, so what does this carry they want to buff up? They want to buff a hero. What is that hero they want?
We'll say any of them. Any of them are going Bloodlust.
Well, heroes are going to get DP offlane. That's kind of your issue right now.
None of them.
CK is not terrible.
I mean, CK can work, but I mean, Nyx has the AoE Impale. Death Prophet has plenty of AoE stuff, and then even Disruptor with the AoE Silence and the Glimpse to instantly kill an illusion. It's not ideal.
The theory is either you kill it late a lot, or you just Joe Jungle right away. So you're picking Sven, or you're picking CK, right?
I think Sven makes a lot more sense this game than CK, but I think both of them works for sure.
I wish I had the hero list in front of me.
That's it for now.
Also a good pick.
It is the Wraith King.
A little scary to Nyx Assassin pre-20 minutes, but still definitely playable.
I'm sure.
How do you feel about Anti-Mage right now?
Anti-Mage for the Dire?
Yeah.
Ooh, actually, usually AM is just automatically a bad pick in literally any game possible, but this game it actually might be fantastic. I mean, Dire have the sort of team skeleton to make a lot of space for Anti-Mage farm-wise. And usually there's at least one enemy hero that matches up well into AM, but everything here matches up poorly into AM. Because Counterspell is an ability, you just have the ability easily to with Wraith King stun, with Ogre Magi's stun, with Gush even. And Tidehunter is notoriously one of the worst offlaners in the game into Anti-Mage, so they could go for it as a 24 pick if they want, but instead they will prioritize the Aaron middle lane Invoker.
Invoker's a super good hero against Wraith King and Tidehunter as well. I'm really liking this Dire draft a lot more. What does Frenzy pick here against Invoker? Probably like a Void Spirit. That's a little rough into the Nyx Assassin. There's like no good heroes in the Nyx Assassin. That hero is just so annoying to play into.
I'm actually pretty curious to see what Frenzy plays in Lads. Like, if you know Frenzy pre-Lads, his hero pool doesn't necessarily going to work as well into a Lads environment as it would into like a pub environment or an RD2L environment. So I'm curious to see exactly what he plays in this team.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, obviously, if you think of Frenzy, probably the first thing you think of is a hero like Arcboard, in which not necessarily the hero you want to be playing in this exact environment on this exact team he's playing on. So I'm curious to see what the rating go for here, whether this is some kind of meta pick or what.
10
seconds remaining.
How do you feel? I think Nature's Prof. Oh, they banned Nature's Prof. Damn. They did their homework. Oh my god.
Remaining.
He has a lot of heroes. I'm just hard to pick. Puck maybe.
Pocket for Radiant? No way. Zero chance.
You just kind of need something that goes and kills the back line.
That's got to be not Puck then, whether it be maybe Void Spirit, possibly Ember Spirit. But this is a
Ember's so rough too. There's no good heroes. You know.
This has got to be the worst Puck game possible, pretty much.
5 seconds remaining.
It's not that good of a lane team Invoker. It's awful in the Disruptor. It's awful in the Nyx. It's awful in the DP. So there's no way you go Pucker. They could go. Is Kunkka banned yet? Kunkka is not banned. Obviously, it's not a great backline hero, but other than that, Kunkka provides a lot of bulk at the very least. Gives your team side ability with the rum buff. Has a lot of crowd control. Maybe that's what they go for, is just overwhelming crowd control with this team.
10 seconds remaining.
What about Alina?
5 seconds remaining.
It's certainly a reliable option. It's got a good lane in
You just rush
Invoker.
BKB. I mean, you just rush BKB. You win the lane, right? And you just rush BKB. That's the thought. You just die though. To one stun, you just die. That's the problem. Any hero you pick, you just die. It's like a semi-tanky hero. Razor's not here, or Razor's me. Pangolier?
Actually, that Pangolier option can work for me. It's a durable enough hero. It has some built-in magic immunity. And with the right item build, can very easily get on the back lines. But they have to figure out real fast. They've got 5 seconds of time left. They have very little reserve time.
Oh, there you go.
Look for the Kunkka.
He has a minute and a half to decide how much he wants to farm. I still think, I mean, AM is decent here. It's not amazing into the Kunkka now.
10 seconds.
But
5 seconds.
He's going to unban Terrorblade and pick it somehow.
Lamau.
He's going to find the unban button. I mean, he could go for Medusa instead, if he wants to go for that kind of option. I mean, this is a decent enough Dusa game in terms of just being a very durable core that will eventually win the late game.
Yeah, very true.
I'm trying to think what the alternatives are. I mean, Lifestealer is not banned either. It's a pretty decent Lifestealer game. It's a good lane at the Tide. It has the built-in rage for the Kunkka everything. It can fight Wraith King at most stages of the game, I believe. It can work.
They need just a late game core. They really have everything they need checked off in their boxes already. They see something that lanes well in the Tide Weaver.
Yeah, for sure. Which, I mean, there's no really perfect laning hero into Tide Weaver, but it's more find the best lane you can and either be able to get the ability to fight once you have levels or just go into the jungle. And he's chosen the go into the jungle option with Medusa.
Yes, he is. Yeah, Medusa with Alacrity is kind of scary after a while.
Without a doubt. I mean, this is this sort of game where I like this Dire side draft. I'm not sure what your thoughts are, but I think Dire have the better drafter.
Dire's a better draft. Radiant can still win. I think before 30 minutes, like if the Radiant has up tempo and like makes moves before the DP and they all group up and use this ulti. If they make the moves first, like they definitely can take the upswing and win this game. But if they just sit back and do nothing, they will definitely lose this game. The pressure is on them, I think, to win this game.
I mean, it's one of those things where Radiant hope to win the 4v4 fights until Ultra Gunner is online, and they just hope that Ultra will be online before KU can be. Maybe Ultra will have that sort of like armlets, blink, BKB timing. That might be what he needs to be online and really. Maybe throw a Deso in there as well, and then he can possibly just end the game, get that like first, second Aegis type thing, and then win the game with that. But I'm sure Dire are well aware of that exact sort of scenario we've just talked about, so they can also play into that. It'll be fun to watch. I think by default, Dire's draft is favored here, but honestly, I mean, you mentioned that both teams have a win condition to work with. I am excited to watch it'll be the top lane. This Dusa Disruptor taking on Tide Weaver. I think that'll be a very, very fun lane. Actually, will it be a fun lane? Probably not, actually. Probably not. It's got Tide and a Medusa in it.
All right, game is underway. I'm excited to see how well this Dire offlane does. Or sorry, the Radiant offlane does. The Weaver Tide Hunter dual combo is just so much damage and so much minus armor. Like they might just kill KU and lane a couple times.
And that would be helpful. I mean, that's got to be your sort of main goal there, is just by whatever means possible ensure Ultra Gunner is ahead of KU. And I'm sure killing KU 3-4 times in the first, say, 12 minutes would give you a lot of progress on that. But the problem is, it's also KU who is one of the most averse players in the league to dying. He's a big fan of not dying.
Good work. I thought that was you.
Alright, if you are just joining us, welcome on into game number 1 of Booba Enthusiasts on the Dire, taking on PayPal's 30k USD on the Radiance. My name is Badger, I'm John Boston. Here we go, they found KU in the jungle. He's been stunned by Ultra, he's been gone on by the entirety of the Radiant. First blood is drawn by PayPal's 30k. Ultra Gun's Wraith King picking up first blood there.
And dropped the GL afterwards. Oh, dude, I wish I could tip patience. That's hilarious, actually.
And it's funny how I was calling him like the super death-averse player, and then he loses first blood immediately. And he might even lose a second kill as well. It's Malefic, who has the Impale, stunning on 2, but Levi, Patience, Ultra, Jay, they're all there. Butterflies come in from the Weaver, and down goes Malefic. 2 kills for Ultra Gunner right off the bat, and Patience even grabs the Bounty Rune in the river. That's 2 kills and 3 Bounty Runes. That is already a 1k net worth lead.
That's insane. 2-0 before the horn is even over.
Look at the hero net worth. It's Ultra Gunner 1200. He's 1200 net worth.
He's halfway to his hand with the Iron Will. This Tide Hunter is actually not going to be able to. He will be fine. Oh my, this is scary.
This is the exact point where it's like, all right, keep it calm, clear the comms, everything's fine. We just had a few kills. We're just Kate is playing on Twitter ping, my sister was playing, it's fine, everything's well, but it's really not an ideal start.
No, definitely not ideal.
Ooh, you see it deny bottom lane? That was a massive deny from Ultra Gunner. They committed the Crypt Swarm and the Impale for the creep, and he still got denied.
Ooh, nice shot from him. No, I was looking top.
It was a very sick deny. That's a sort of lame wing deny where he just by achieving a deny he really shouldn't have. It's really bad for the Dire team there. Hey, you've been looking at top lane. Anything interesting in top lane so far?
Not particularly. They're getting good damage off onto the Tide Hunter. KU's got a fat one.
Well, it'll be multiple deaths in the top lane. Levi goes down, and Jay actually cannot find that last hit on Keita with the Anchor Smash, so it is simply the Weaver going down with no trade at all.
Very unfortunate. It was close, but close doesn't count.
I guess he forced the salve out of the Disruptor, but I'm sure Disruptor's fine trading a salve for a life like that.
Mid lane here, you got the Invoker versus the Kunkka. Aaron being a little bit higher more than Frenzy, so I think he's probably a little bit favored. I think this match is pretty even.
And so far, Aaron
Actually,
is
Aaron-
winning these trades heavily. Cold Snap is there. Tornado comes in. It will not kill, but it's still a lot of damage. If you're Frenzy, not a fun time. They're out of top lane. Meanwhile, they run at KU. KU is incredibly low. Levi gets out of the kinetic field and brings down Medusa. So it's now 2 kills in the top lane. 1 going to the Radiant and 1 going to the Dire.
Nice. Yeah, this is exactly what they need. If they can even kill him like maybe 2 more times, this Medusa's game can definitely be stifled to the point where they can just run them over with Ultra Gunner's lead.
And there's plenty of games in Lad's history where KU's either had 2 deaths or less, and at minute 2 he's up to 2 deaths already. This is a very good job by the Pay Palace 30k team to really ruin one of the absolute best player in Lads this game.
Tidehunter has his Ring of Health as well, so he is going to be very comfy sitting in this lane, even taking anything that this Medusa Disruptor throw at him.
This is fantastic. And for one of the reasons why you see either like Hood or Meteor Hammer on Tide so often is because having that extra HP region makes it that much easier to just own. And when we're seeing that career, it's coming. It's got... Wait, where'd it go? Didn't it have a ring on it? Okay, the courier's on the way to the fountain for some reason, but eventually it'll come to J top lane, and he will have that ring of health.
Oh no, he was he sent it all the way back base and then all the way back to him. It's hilarious, actually. I guess that's kind of irrelevant, but that's funny.
Mid lane, Aaron! He solo
Wow.
killed Frenzy. I mean, Tornado EMP combo apparently more than enough damage to bring him down there. I just completely missed that kill. And
I don't
Aaron's
expect
silent.
that. Yeah. Aaron is a gamer, honestly, is a former teammate of mine. This guy, I've called him my prodigy like when he was on my team because he's so good.
I had no idea you played. When did you play with Aaron?
He was on my OpenAI team.
Oh, Open AI. Oh yeah, that's a
Yeah.
thing.
That was a thing.
What are they up to now, anyways?
Sorry?
What is OpenAI? What is the OpenAI team up to now? Are they still doing Dota stuff, or what's going on with that now?
Unfortunately, I was like a contractor, so I'm not sure. I
Oh.
can tell you. They were done with the project and they moved on to their own other project.
Very unfortunate. What's also unfortunate is top lane Levi killing 2 couriers. Both KU and Cape's courier went down there. That's a fantastic job there by the Weaver. And now they have for Keita as well top lane. Shikuchi is in. Keita will go down. It's now 4 kills on the board
Oh my!
for the Radiant team. They are really owning right now.
It was super well. Medusa still has like pretty decent farm though. They're not stifling her too much. Oh, he's rushing the Meteor Hammer. Okay, he's one of the 2 items I thought.
That is incredible right there. And actually, once again, we're going to go on KU top lane. But with Keita TPing and KU's life will be safe for now. He is low on HP and mana though, so he needs to be a little bit careful in that top lane.
Hey, you can definitely die if he walks up to this lane. Sure, he dies. 3 points in Gush on Jay. Wow, that can't be right.
And it's definitely aggressive if nothing else. Now KU's once again being gone upon. Pops the magic wand though, so we'll be fine. I guess he's really interested in getting these kills. I mean, it increases the damage and the minus armor reduction, so maybe that's the idea, is just give as much minus armor as possible. Just really apply that pressure, and I'm sure...
Mic test, 1, 2, 3.
I'm sure ordinarily you see that max anchor smash type build, but... Or even sometimes you see max Kraken Shell nowadays, but Jay saying, you know what, I am here to apply the pressure. I am here to get the kills, and that's where they're going. That's a lot of DCs.
Oh my.
Do we have a patch, please? Patch? No patch? No patch. You know, if we had a patch, they would not be able to reconnect properly, so...
Yeah, this
No
is
match.
an issue, actually.
I mean, I would be fine sacrificing this last match for the patch.
Would you?
Absolutely, dude.
Or he's remake the whole lobby. You can make the decision if you want.
I'm fine with that. If we have to remake, well, I'll remake, dude. I will happily, I will happily take the 7.31 patch if that's what it takes. Sacrificing our lads matchup that I'm casting, I will.
The
happily
integrity
do
of
that.
our last matchup. Oh no!
For the patch, it's worth it, dude. You know it. You know it.
Man, Ultra gonna be so upset with me, man.
What can you do?
How you're gonna announce it? Then it's all you.
What can you do?
What can you do?
We'll say, all right, we're remaking. We'll give you pick and side priority. Just go remake. I'll probably get yelled at by everyone on both teams, the admin team, half the
Fucking Guam
community.
would be
I
like,
don't
"Whoa,
care.
what's going on, guys?"
Help.
Oh my god.
All right, we are reconnecting though. We're only missing the Weaver currently, the Weaver of Levi. So once he's back, we will be back. We will be playing Dota 2 again, where it's still Radiant at about that 1k net worth lead, give or take. A bit under that now, but they have, as a whole, maintained that lead they got at minute 0, quite literally, so yeah. It'll be interesting to see how we progress from here, who begins to leave these lanes first. Obviously, Dusa, Wraith King, both candidates to get the hell out of their lane, though. I think Wraith King can... Wraith King can stay in lane if he truly wants to. He can, with that Hell of the Iron Will and... Yeah, 3 points in that Vampiric Spirit, he can stay there and apply pressure into his bottom lane more. Versus Medusa really just has to leave soon at this point.
Alright, sweet. No issues. Everybody's back in the game. Thank the Lord.
We did it. Ultra has Ligma. I feel like KU has kind of worn that joke out. What can you
Yeah,
do?
he's been saying it for the last like 6 months straight.
Yeah, it's been 6 months. Actually, I was gonna say 6 months sounds like hyperbole, but I don't think it is at this point. I think it actually has legit been 6 months.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. The Timu said he was making content, so I'm excited to see what sort of video he comes out with. Maybe a little scared as well.
I mean, if nothing else, be interesting. I mean,
it could be fun.
Timu's content always we'll call it provocative. Mid lane, we are seeing X-Mark and Boat coming in onto Aaron. Aaron, though, will he'll tank the boat, but he will not die there. I am struggling with words tonight, apparently, but what matters is everyone's alive in the middle lane.
Sure. Yeah, this Invoker is extremely tanky with his build, his Quaswex 3-4 build with a Circlet 2 branches, no Talisman. He's rushing a Midas, almost already there. This Invoker is actually owning. Holy moly.
Just
Kunka's
certainly a good thing,
still
yeah.
keeping up, though, but I feel like the Kunka should have done a lot better in this matchup.
We're seeing a bit of a gank by Patience mid lane, but Malefic also is there, so it will be Nyx, Man Fighting Ogre. Both will take 0 damage, and everyone will be fine in the middle lane area.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
These creeps are on a bit of a journey, going all the way over, all the way back. Just completely messing up the equilibrium in the mid lane, and now it's just one creep hitting the tower. It's dead now.
Looking like League of Legends went Falcon Blade, taking this bottom tower, doing extremely well. Basically playing mid, but in the off lane. He's in his element.
Yeah, I mean, the XO was popped. Ultra is there, though, with that armlet. He has reincarnate. No, he doesn't have reincarnate. He did not skill it. He needs to be a little bit careful. Meanwhile, top lane to die by the Radiant. Midhammer hits onto Levi, goes down, though. KU's low. Patience stuns. Patience may go down, because KU already has right now 1-for-1 trade, and now Patience drops. But Jay still wants to fight. Has low mana, and now he's fighting the 1v3. He goes through the trees. Dire are pursuing. They want the Tidehunter, but Tidehunter's just too tanky. Overall, though, top lane, I think Radiant are fine with that. They lost out technically goal-wise, but they brought down KU once again. We're at the point now, this game's really starting to degenerate from the laning phase. I mean, this bottom tier 1 tower is already dead. We're seeing some pretty major ganks by both teams now, and this is where it starts to get a little bit interesting in terms of how do these teams approach this key sort of early game post laning phase situation. I mean, pretty much all the cores have left their allotted lanes, other than Jay, who's just having a great time top lane right now.
He's vibing, dude. This should definitely just take this top tower on Radiant. That's kind of their progression of the game. Take top tower, kind of go into the Dire jungle. Dire kind of just wants to just play off Exorcism. Whenever Exorcism is up, just go take a tier 1. But other than that, just defend. Stop the Radiant heroes from running into their lanes, kind of like this.
We'll find Patience top lane. Yeah, he was trying to run around and be a nuisance, but with Aaron and Keita both being there, the glimpse into the cold snap combo is more than enough. Ogre Magi will go down. See, well played in the chat from Jay. Hopefully friendly. Hopefully. Hopefully.
Who knows? You never know.
Dude, Jay, look at what Jay's doing. He's on an adventure right now.
I guess he just really doesn't want to get EMP'd.
He went all the way through the trees just to meter hammer the tower over here. Having a good time there.
Yeah? No one on Dire pinged it either. They didn't know that he did it.
It's not a play you expect, you know? It's a very odd play, if nothing else.
It's like a little Shrek going into the behind the trees and hitting his diabolic edict.
That right there, that was degenerates.
Yes.
Mid lane, and this Patience being gone on, Cold Snap Siphon come in. Radiant attempt to turn with Torrent, Ogre Magi will drop, so it's 1 kill for the Dire. But Radiant perhaps want vengeance. Kobe is half HP, X Mark, Boat, the Swarm come in, but Kobe is still tanky enough. Impale is missed by Malefic, and Levi cannot bring down Nyx's Frenzy, hits but cannot kill Torrent. Will be off the mark, and Radiant are still in the area, but Dire have walked away entirely.
Yeah, I think if one more hero showed up a little bit sooner, they definitely would have gotten a lot more kills.
Fantastic
Great
EMP.
Yeah, holy crap.
No mana on
EMP.
Jay, no mana on Ultra, and now it's Levi who's trying to get with the pig pull. Cold Snap comes in, Weaver is on the run, trying to get away, Impale hits Dire. Seem to lack the detection. Oh, nah, never mind, not damage. They lack the detection. They actually hit Levi with the Deafening Blast, but given it's a level 1 Exort, it was not enough damage. This mid T1 tower is not having a great time right now. Jay is just being a Thailander, hitting it with Meteor Hammer as his teammates back him up. I believe one more Meteor Hammer will do it, but it's Tornado EMP onto Frenzy. Frenzy will lose his mana and now runs towards Levi. Swarm comes in. Kobe has Siphon onto the Kunkka as Jay hits the tower. Tower goes down. Now it's Keita going for Jay. Thunderstrike, Glimpse are the tools. Malefic drains the mana of the Tide. In comes Meteor, but Jay is still alive. Over, meanwhile, the Kobe. He's running at many heroes under the tower. Exo is popped. He's running at Jay. Jay will go down, so it's Tide in the grave, and now he dives for more. He wants Ogre Magi. But instead turns towards the mid T1 tower. Radiant, they've glyphed. And for now, the fighting appears to be over.
Yeah, Ravage still not on cooldown. I think they just need to get that off in these fights, and I think they'll do a lot better. They still got the mid-tier 1 tower, though. Levi is over here leeching XP from the Medusa stacks.
Yeah, Levi's doing a good job there. I mean, he recognizes that Kobe wants to get as many levels as possible, as much farm as possible, and say you get a creep here, get a creep there, but you get a lot of experience points, so you're just making this massive gain there. No last hits this time, but he's still being a huge disruption in this, more of a huge leech in the tri-camp. Over to Patience, meanwhile. He was gone upon by Aaron, Malefic, and Keita, once again in that sort of river area on the left side of the map, and he will go down there right outside the Roshan pit, but Dire lacked the means to kill Roshan at this given point in the game. They want one more kill. Glimpse, Static Storm is there on Levi. Protection is dropped. Levi is low. Has time lapse though. Will be back to full HP immediately. Good time lapse there by Levi, and not sure if Dire could have gotten that kill or not, but it is certainly in the live Weaver.
Yeah, no, Levi's playing really well this game on this Weaver, like evading lots of deaths that I think he should have died for, but doing a good job.
Looks like Radiant are up to no good bottom lane in their jungle sort of area. They have all 5 heroes here, and perhaps they might even go for this bottom tier 1 tower. I mean, it is Jay hitting it with the meter hammer as Levi and Comfy gank from the left side of the area. They are by the secret shop right now, but Dire are aware of that. Siphon is there on Jay, and Radiant walk forward towards the DP. DP is on the run once again. X-Mark comes in. Torrent will miss the boat. Will also mistakes that yields up from Kobe, and now they're diving that tower, but he returns with the Siphons. Now, Dire are the ones who are chasing forward. Malefic has double damage room, but he's tanking a lot of damage. Jay has Ravage. It is not used, and both teams are playing with a bit of a standoff right now in that 4v4. Nobody will die, though. Both teams have mutually agreed to not fight, as both carries farm elsewhere.
Lame. I would have wanted to press Ravage. It missed them all.
If you did that, you would have the Nyx. You had a one-man Ravage.
Yeah, definitely. You know, he doesn't just buy back and...
You would have gotten the Nyx. It's 1 kill. We will finally see a kill bottom lane, though, it appears. It's Aaron being run at. Is there detection? Yes, there is dust. Dust is popped. Aaron is on the run. Can he get out? Cold Snap hits on Ogre Magic. Press the Fire Blast. And Aaron is still trying to run. Torrent comes in. After that, X-Mark. Down goes Booker. And now it's Kobe turning with the Siphons. Jay has the Ravage. Still not used. Can if he wants to, though. Dust once again is popped. Kobe is forward with that Exo. And he's half HP trying to fight. And now it's Levi, who has been glimpsed into that static storm. He's fighting a Weaver. He will go down there, but it ends up being a trade for Malefic thanks to that Ignite damage. So it's currently a 1-for-2 trade in the bottom at the Invoker, and then it's being traded for the Weaver.
When are they going to press Ravage?
They've pressed it once, and we didn't see it. We were not watching it.
This is actually getting a little sussy, if you ask me.
The one time they pressed it was top lane on that sort of 3v3 fight under the tower, and I missed the Ravage part. So we have not seen Ravage on screen yet.
Ultra Gunner's farm is insane right now, by the way. He has Arma Deso already. Soul Ring, Phase Boots. He is humongous.
Sneak attempt bottom lane on Kobe. Torrent, X-Mark, available. X-Mark actually is there on... He's under the DP. Yules is forced out now. Jay walks forward. Has Ravage, still not used yet. Silence comes in onto Impale Sunstrike is there on Kunkka. Kunkka will barely be alive. Now it's Gush turning onto the Nyx. Nyx is on the run once again. In comes Keita with a 2-man kinetic field. Malefic should die to Vessel here. Perhaps, perhaps not. Yes, he's definitely will, with that extra Vessel being reapplied by Levi. But unfortunately for Levi, he actually was not in range for more charges. He committed 2 charges for the Nyx Assassin and did not replenish them. So a bit unfortunate for the Weaver.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's worth it or not at that point, but you still get to kill. The gold's still really nice.
Yeah,
hey, what did I tell you about
sure
Jay did end up going the item build that I said he would, by the way? Hood in Meteor Hammer?
This is true. I mean, he's rocking that the meter hammer.
He's very tanky. Now. He does not die. Like, he is tanky.
Yeah, I mean, Tide, Kraken Shell, Hood buff. It's a lot.
Yeah. He is he's a brick wall right now.
Yeah, it's not too hard to bring down a brick wall with a hammer or something. It's pretty hard to bring down this Tide. If you had Tide with a sledgehammer, he would not drop. Here we go. Radiant have smoked as 4 into the Dire jungle. This could be the fight we've been waiting for. Keita has popped the smoke and will glimpse the Tide away, and now it's Keita, who runs from the Ultra Gunner instead of was there on the left side of the fight, brought down the Disruptor in 2 hits, and Radiant parlay that one into a siege on the top tier 2 tower.
Yep, it is time to hit this tower. Force this glyph. They don't have glyph, actually. This is a free tier 2.
And there's not even a chance of defense, it appears. I mean, Dire have accepted the tower is dead, so is Radiance. They're going to gain a good bit of map control here.
They can even defend their tier 1 tower mid. Everybody could even TP right now. They have glyph as well.
Levi has the dust as well. He'll Carapace and TP. It should be in time. It will be in time, so no death there on the Nyx Assassins. T1 tower is low mid lane. It is glyphed. And Aaron is still nearby, but Radiant appear not to know. So Aaron will get away there.
That was a lot of unnecessary damage to their tier 1 mid tower. They definitely could have shaved off 1,000 if they just respond faster. Ultra Gunner's a little bit in trouble here. He does not have a shard here, so if they EMP combo him, he definitely can't die. Oh,
Tornado
missile
was
tornado.
off the mark, though, so Ultra will be absolutely fine mana-wise. And with the Soul Ring as well, there's just no chance they can completely bring it down at this point, so... Despite all this, though, Dire actually have the net worth lead currently. They're up by less than 1k, but it is a lead nonetheless. Other than Ultra Gunner, the Radiant Cores are not too farmed right now. And
No,
now, here we go. Dusa is fighting. Manta popped, Patience low. Thunderstorm comes in, silencing on Jay. Ravages there are the 4 heroes. And now, Radiance, they try to run forward into the Tri-Camp, looking for kills. Kobe is low, Exo is active, Stonegaze is popped though. Ultra Gunner goes down and had no mana for Reincarnate, and now it's Keita. Still alive, Jay goes down, Frenzy gets the trade, but Dire are winning the fight. Boat come in, but can it salvage? No, it cannot. Frenzy goes down, and now it's Levi on the run, the lone survivor being the Weaver. And Booba enthusiasts win the fight triumphantly, 4-1.
Yeah, but went exactly how I was expected to go. They really can't fight without the shard on Ultra Gunner. There's no way.
Tower has fallen.
Just died in this Invoker combo. Nyx Assassin Invoker. They hit 2 spells on you. Your Soul Ring doesn't matter.
I wouldn't be shocked if he grabs it. He's got it in quick buy right now. He's literally buying the shard as his next item. He is ready to not make that Sunstrike from long range. Brings down Weaver. And now Ultra will trade from now off his life, but that Sunstrike from long range. That is on the mark from Aaron. That is some wild stuff there.
I actually think that's not worth it because you give Ultra Gunner the kill, get him closer to his shard. So I actually think that's fine for the Radiant. Where that is.
You know what it is the moral victory. You get that
True.
kill there
Oh, yeah.
over to Aaron. It's basically under his tower too, so you have to feel real good there for the Dire side in that sense.
Yeah, no, I didn't even see it coming.
And surprise, surprise, Radiant are into the Roshan pit. They want that one nice and early on. They want to perhaps grab that Aegis for either Kunkka or the Wraith King. Dire, though, for their part, are aware they're running forward. Exo is not up, though. Ultra Gunner blinks in. Stonegaze is popped. Thunderstorm is there. It's silencing onto 2 heroes. Ultra low, and Ultra once again will go down, but has a Reincarnate. Patience does not have Reincarnate, obviously. Malefic, Keita, both dropped, and Siphons are popped by Kobe. He's running in for Ultra, and Ultra once again dies for second time in this fight. Now Radiant are on the run. Kobe is low, but they cannot kill him quite yet. Essence Ring popped. They run at Levi, pops his time lapse. Now Dire. They want the Weaver. Weaver gets away, and Dire now turn into a very low Roshan pit. Roshan is a very low HP. Radiant try to salvage. Ravage is up. It is not used, though, once again. Jay has Kraken Shell, purrs up all the stuns, but he's still quite low right now. Fire Blast is the return. Now Levi's into the Roshan pit. Tornado comes in, and no! It is Aegis going to KU. Cold Snap hits Levi. Levi goes down over to Kobe. He's still tanking so much damage, and now he is the one who is running forward, trying to rendezvous with his team, looking for more kills. Patience. He's respawned into the fight once again, and he will get chased into the trees. They know he's in there, but can they find him? The answer is yes. Impale, Siphon, Cold Snap, Vessel, more than enough. Patience goes down, and Dire. That is 2 triumphant, major team fight wins in a row. This is the point in the game where we begin to be very concerned for the Radiance team. Right now they're playing down 7k net worth. Dusa has Aegis, and Dusa is also a Medusa.
Yeah, with Scotty as well. This game is very difficult to play. With all these melee cores, it's hard to get even anywhere in the fight. It's a little slow.
Well, Ultra will find a kill on Malefic, it appears. Carapace is popped. Vendetta is there. And actually, never mind. He's fine. He barely gets away there. There was no follow-up with that Carapace. It was enough for Malefic to pop his Vendetta and walk away. Radiant are still pursuing. I believe they see Malefic. Swarm comes in, but it's an Impale as the trade. Now Levi and Jay hunt for Malefic. Gush brings down the Nyx Assassin. So there's at least one kill for the Radiant, but it may be a trade for their Tidiner. Kobe is there on the DP with those siphons. Glimpse into Static Storm TP. It's there. Is it enough though? No, it is not. Yules comes in from the DP. And now Jay will pop the hood, attempting to run away. Levi has swarmed there onto the Dire. Pursue on Tide. Meanwhile, Ultra Gunner chases for Kobe, but for Keita, but no, he's on the high ground. He messed up the blink, and now Ultra is stuck. He is alone entirely, and he has no way off this cliff. He has Reincarnate. It will get Papa Dire. They're keeping him up here on the high ground. Exo was popped, and they know this is a good fight. Reincarnate popped. Levi low. Dire fighting once again, and no, he cannot blink in time. Ultra is stuck. He'll stun on Kobe, but Sunstrike brings down Ultra Gunner. A rare mistake from Ultra Gunner, looking to blink on Keita in the backlines of the fight. Instead ends up blinking onto the high grounds.
Damn, with the BM tips as well. What can you do?
What you can do is pause because the servers are once again shitting their pants. Lag my balls.
What's wrong with you? This man is just...
What do you mean?
on one, man. I don't even know how to explain it.
I'm going to Steam status. I'm figuring out how bad the Dota 2 thing is going on. Yep, we're getting wait, never mind. It seems to be fine. It seems to be okay, but I don't know. I mean, we're all getting the lag there, which is not what you want to get ordinarily. Not ideal. Second time this game, which is not good. We are back though, back on in for some more Dota 2 action. Dire have once again won another team fight. They still have that Aegis for another 2 minutes and 30 seconds on Medusa, and they will run it down the middle lane, perhaps looking to get a siege on the middle tier 2 tower.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Well, Frenzy is defending, and he will barely dodge that tornado with the X mark back. But during all that, KU once again hits that middle tier 2 tower, Torrents. Will delay the siege from Medusa, but the Alacrity popped. KU does too much damage, it appears. Glyph will delay, and Dire actually will back off for now. Radiant have maintained control of this tower for a little bit longer. Malefic is invis, and Radiant are not aware of that. Malefic is scouting very well, and now Dire come on forward looking for a jump. Tornado is dodged, but Impale hits on Levi. Levi is silenced. Levi will go down on the right side of the fight there in that jungle area. That is a fantastic first pick off there for the Dire team, and they grab that middle tier 2 tower.
Yeah, we're doing really well. Got to tier 2 mid. Just kind of getting the butterfly on the Medusa, level 20, and they can just end the game.
We are getting very close to that point. I mean, Medusa level 19 has 4k gold available to her, so if she wants to go for that level 20 butterfly timing, it will be very soon. Stonegaze is popped. Meanwhile, Frenzy, walk forward, BKB is popped. And Dire, stunned Ogre Magi. Ogre is still alive for now, but with the right clicks from KU, patience will go down. It is a trade, though, for Malefic, and now Dire focus onto Ultra Gunner and Frenzy. The servers once again are lagging, it appears, as Ultra is run at by 4 heroes. Reincarnate is popped, and now Dire want another kill Ultra Gunner. He has no BKB. He's trying to fight, but he's caught in the middle. The Static Storm will go down again, and now it's Frenzy, who tried to salvage the fight going on to Keita. He's caught as well. Tornado, Deafening Blast, Sunstrike, more than enough. Frenzy goes down. A third kill for the Dire team, and Booba enthusiasts are absolutely out of control right now.
Yeah, they're pressing all their buttons extremely well. The Sunstrikes after the Nyx impales are like almost instantaneous coming out. Very nice to see.
Just the level of coordination, once again, fantastic from the most well-oiled units in League of Lads at this point. And they will go for the middle barracks. The EXO is popped by Kobe, and they know their target. Meanwhile, Jay cut the wave, but he has been caught by Malefic. Yules into Tornado, into Sunstrike, into Carapace perhaps, but Jay is also playing Tylander. Back to the Radiant side base. Melee racks go down, back to Tide, he's still being chased. Vendetta hits. Now see a TP in from Ultra Gunner. Jay blinked away in time against that hood buff, and now it's Malefic and Aaron trying to chase, but the Radiant have arrived. They stun onto Nick. Swarm comes in. X-Mark Torrent will hit Malefic. Will get absolutely annihilated, but it will not bring back their middle barracks. The melees are dead, and even the range racks are being sieged right now.
Yeah, they don't go back, and they will lose it as well, but...
Maybe not. Levi's coming. Levi's coming. It'll live for now.
Alright. How does Radiant come back in this game? What's the plan here?
I mean, maybe it's a very idealistic teamfight combination. Big Ravage, big boat, big jump by Ultra onto Keita in the backlines. I don't know, man. It's hard. It seems really hard right now. I think Jay had the right idea, pushing in the mid wave, cutting the creeps, but you can't just cut creeps forever, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I think you need to like get out super fast, especially if you can die.
I mean, we are at the point where, at the very least, KU no longer has that Aegis, you could say. I mean, it's expired, but problem is, second Roshan comes back pretty soon. It's up in anywhere from 1 minute to 4 minutes, and more than likely, with that second Aegis, Booba enthusiasts in the Dire will attempt to end the game. Well, they're going to go on Ultra. Vendetta, Impale, Mana Burn, they want the Wraith King, the Yules is the CC, in comes Kinetic Field, in comes Vessel, Cold Snap, both used on Ultra, and Ultra will attempt the fight. KU and Kobe are arriving, and now Ultra Gunner will lose 1 life, as Malefic is the trait that Ignite damage. BKBs are popped by air, and his patience goes down there, and Radiant have 4 in the area. Ravage is up, but can they find the right angle? It appears to be no. This is quickly turning into a massive snowball here for the Dire. I mean, they're maintaining this very sizable lead right now, and we asked what can the Radiant do. I guess fights like that is a good way to do it, where you just take these somewhat even fights and then you delay the game, right?
Yes.
Well, Dire say, you know what, we don't want to wait around. We're content with getting more kills. They're grouped up as 3 right now, and they have a lot of smokes on Keita if they want to smoke it up. And that may be their play here, smoking S4 in the middle lane area if they want to. They've chosen not to, though. They're waiting around, waiting for that second Roshan more than likely. That appears to be the main objective, it appears. Roshan is alive in 51 seconds, so we'll find out who will win that fight when the time comes.
What is K going BKB? Okay, I like it. What an Ultra Gunner? What's he going? He has his BKB going AC. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Key is looking for a really reliable item with the BKB just to put the sort of like candle on the cake in that sense, just making sure it's nice and perfect. And both teams have smoked up. They are both in the top lane area. Both teams smoked have popped, and it's Ultra fighting with KU. Both teams collapse entirely. BKB comes in from Ultra now. KU is stunned. Ravage comes in on 4 heroes, but Dire, they turn. EXO popped. KU is fighting. The Stone Gaze is there. Keita is dead, but so is Jay. Keita buys back. Frenzy drops low. He's dead. Now it's Ultra trying the backlines. Brings down Malphite, but we will lose the reincarnate. And now Nyx buys back. The servers have lagged once again. Dear God, Dota, why? Why are you doing this to us?
Hello, mic test. Mic test. 1, 2, 3.
Ay, ay, ay. Cool lag, Dota, cool lag. I really appreciate that one, but the fight so far is going pretty fantastically for the Dire side. They've bought back both supports. It will be a 5v2 fight with Ultra respawning with that reincarnate, and I mean, barring a miracle, it's going to be a lost fight here for the side of the Radiants.
They almost got KU killed there. They were really close. They stun locked him for quite a long time, but he had about like 300 mana, got his snake off, and there's just no way coming back from that after he got his ulti off.
Yeah, Weaver's silenced, he will drop an Ultra Gunner. He's returned to the fight, tried to blink away, but that glimpse from Keita, more than enough. Ultra Gunner goes down. It is a triple kill for KU, and there's no GG Qual quite yet, but I think we know the result is looking very, very favorable right now for the Dire side.
I think we have learned a valuable lesson today, and that is do not give this team Death Prophet.
Yeah, I think Death Prophet in general probably should be a first phase ban type priority in this league, it appears to me. We've seen a lot of success from the DP, and obviously this team in particular makes a lot of sense to ban it against because they are notorious DP pickers, but they're not the only DP picking team, you know?
Oh, I know. Someone in this voice chats team in particular would be guilty.
Yeah, BullJaXX.
Yeah, I know.
You dirty TP pickers. They're going to go run it down the top lane, though. The tier 1 tower is dead. They will bring down the tier 2 quite rapidly as well, and they will head on over to the high ground. It is once again time to go. Torrent will delay, but Dire are very strong. Blackguardy is popped on the Medusa. Vessel, Cold Snap are there on Frenzy, but Dire actually glimpsed back to Kunkka, but Kunkka is still fine for now. T3 tower, though, a lot less fine. It will go down now, and KU will once again receive Alacrity. Patience will stun him, but Dire have their eyes on the prize. It is the melee barracks. Sunstrike hits on Patience. He will still survive, though, and now the last stun comes in, trying to delay, trying to stop KU from bringing down the buildings, but the inevitable has arrived. Melee's top lane go down, range to fall as well. That is 2 full sets of barracks for the side of Booba enthusiasts, and they are completely fine with playing it slow, pushing in the bottom lane and waiting for that Megas.
Good discipline by them. I'm sure my team would have wanted to just die.
Radiance, they want to punish. They saw the TP bottom lane. Now, BB is there from Kobe and Ultra. Stonegaze pops. Radiant trying to fight, but Jay is just dead. Has no buyback. Static Storm is there on nobody, but actually no, the BB is expired. Ultra, he's caught inside. Malphite, he's already dead. Reincarnate popped, and Radiant once again are on the run. Levi has popped time lapse. Tornado misses, but Dire run forward. They see Frenzy. He's very low. He's now dead. Dire, they're looking for another core kill. It's Ultra Gunner. He has no buyback. Christian just got buyback. He's ready to go once again, but Radiance, they care not. They have called the GG. They have accepted the inevitable. And we'll be headed on now to game number 2.
Yeah, that's kind of how I expected this game to go, honestly. I feel like Radiant definitely did have a chance to stay out ahead, but Dire just executed a little bit better, especially getting that Roche. It was super important for them. That was kind of the tipping point.
Just a fantastic fight now. I mean, this is good team fighting there. Now, that seemed to be the major sort of differentiator there. Is just the ability for Booba enthusiasts to win the team fights, right?
Most definitely.
I mean, they had this fantastic start to the game on the Radiant side. I mean, they had the The 2 kills pre-horn, they had 3 bounty runes. The lanes as a whole went quite well. Mid lane didn't go well, but the side lanes both went pretty well. And yet, despite that, they fell behind once the fights broke out around a minute 20 or so. We saw fight after fight where it was just in the dire team's favor until eventually the dam broke and the net worth swung far to favor, and I mean they never gave that lead up.
Yeah. I think this game I would like them to pick this like lower cooldown stuns that run around the map a little better. Not particularly sure.
It would make some sense. I mean, they had a lot of cooldowns on the few stuns they had. I mean, Fire Blast is low cooldown, but Boat, long cooldown. Ravage, long cooldown. Sure, you have Torrent, but I don't know. I feel like it's hard. It's hard.
They didn't counter the DP at all. A 7-pick DP definitely wasn't addressed at all. That's kind of the issue as well. It went 8-0.
I mean, how does one address the DP is the problem. Like, it's one of those things where the pro players are struggling with that exact answer too. I mean, how does one answer DP?
You have to just kill. You have to kill it in lane. You have to just punish it. You can't let it get big. It definitely can die in the first 5 levels.
That seems like a very insufficient solution. Oh, just ruin your game in the first 5 minutes. Eventually, that laning phase is going to end.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, but
it's not Viper, you know. Like Exa will always be good. Siphon will always be good.
Yes, and yeah, you're not wrong. But that's how you stifle her game, or you have a chance to kill her in these mid game fights where she's not always just so tanky from getting off 3 different spirit siphons that she can just use herself. You're with even footing with the DP, an item behind.
I'm pulling up the DP's net worth now. She wasn't necessarily that crazily farmed. But I guess just that much farm is enough to really be an issue. Where you saw like minute 20 onwards, she was being a good bit more farmed than the Kunkka and the Tide, and that becomes an issue there.
Is everybody interested for our next game?
Go for it. Let's see here. We are now waiting for, okay, we have pick and side selection. It is Booba Enthusiast taking Radiant side. PayPal is 30k USD selecting second pick. So we are locked in that sense. We are ready to go when the time, of course, comes. We're just waiting for players to grab some slots, including my co-caster BullJaXX. Hopefully he will come back before the players come back, ideally. That'd be nice. Let's see here. Yep, that is all the players in the lobby. We are waiting for KU to take slot. I'm going to give it like 30 seconds for BullJaXX to take slot as well, and if not, then I guess he just won't have a... Yeah, that is what we are waiting on now. We are waiting on BullJaXX to return. Hopefully quite soon. Not quite sure it'll happen quite soon, though. So if he doesn't come back, I'm just going to press the blue button. We'll be good to go, and then we'll be in for the second game of tonight. I mean, PayPal is 30k USD. This is it's not a must-win game, but I feel like they certainly are going to want to get this win tonight. I mean, they're already off to a relatively quiet start in that they started a 1-1 draw against the Talladega Knights, the Ballad of Bobby PMA team, the Batera captain's team. And I think a lot of people expected them to win that series. They drew it 1-1, and now playing a series against one of the more favorites of the league, they're so far struggling. So this is a high value win for them to obtain. I think at the very least draw it to a 1-1 draw. They're still at 2-2 record wise, which is respectable, but 1-3 is never a great way to start your season. You want to get the more of an ideal start in that sense. Obviously, this group C is going to be this is a very competitive group we're working in. So every win counts. Every win counts. We are jumping on into game number 2, though. We are having the players connect. Hopefully the servers cooperate this time around. That'd be real nice. That'd be real nice if it happened. I don't know. Hope to see exactly how they end up approaching this game number 2. Whether or not we see an entirely different draft or not. I'm pulling up the Dota buff from the last game now.
Looks like they flopped side. They got second pick on Frenzy team now. Or PayPal us 30K.
Yeah, they did. And then they're going to be complete different picks and sides, so it'll be interesting to see how this ends up being different now.
Oh my.
Well, they did not learn from that mistake last game. They say, you know what? Maybe we can beat the Death Prophet. We've let it through, and it's been 5 picked by the Booba enthusiasts, so basically, at every first opportunity they've had to pick it, they 6-picked it last game, they 5-picked it this game, and I suppose they're really confident in their ability to execute on this particular hero.
Okay, they're just going to try to burst it. That's kind of their plan. Okay.
It's certainly a fantastic hero to do the bursting. I mean, Hoodwink, a lot of damage. I also will be right back, but I will see you in 2 minutes, BullJaXX.
5 seconds remaining.
Still not true hero to deal with this Death Prophet, but you can probably just pick Jay's hero here and play it safe.
Radiant team pick.
Disruptor.
Oh, Disruptor. Okay. Picking your support combo essentially right off the bat. Trying to give your cores just better lane matchups for later on. It's kind of their plan going into this.
10 seconds remaining.
Could just go Nyx Assassin again.
Radiant team ban.
Okay. Okay. KU breaking out his staple hero here already. That's nuts.
Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team banned.
The Drow PO bans. KU very valuing the carry matchup for himself here.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
This team has Death Prophet and Terrorblade.
Yep.
Who will let this happen? Who let this team get Terrorblade Death Prophet? I'm concerned. I am immediately concerned. I am very, very concerned right now for this this Dire team. I hope they have something planned to beat this, because these are heroes you really do not want this team getting, and they have both of them.
I'm very scared for the Dire team. Yeah.
Remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I feel like Spear Breaker is a pretty justifiable ban against this team, but I don't think Bane is. I don't think baning out the 250 ping player is good.
I agree.
Like, I know he's a good player, don't get me wrong. This dude's carried me in every in-house I've played with him. But this team has good players in every role. So you gotta address what's a little bit stronger.
I suppose if you let it through, then you could say, all right, maybe you can have Spirit Breaker, for example, or then we'll have Bane Weaver type stuff. Because, I mean, I would rather like split the meta heroes with this team than give them DP TB, you know? Instead, you got Hoodwink Disruptor into the DP TB, which could work hypothetically, but it already feels like quite the uphill battle.
Yes, there's no true, like, hard lockdown stuns. Like, yeah, sure, the Disruptor, but DS for picking up Yules, Terrorblades, can build a lot of HP items. Be okay. Once Terrorblade gets like Sands Yatra Scotty or whatever the hell he goes, Dance of Scotty, it's pretty unkillable. It's just support combo.
Well, it is the Ember Spirit, a hero who traditionally matched up pretty well into these illusion-based heroes, but nowadays a little bit less so with the modern item builds, but is a relatively safe middle laner to grab, given you see the DP and the TB. But of course, it can still be counterpicked. Storm, Void Spirit, Puck, all in the pool if they want to go for any of those options. So is Kunkka, for that matter, if they want to pretty much pick the enemy team's middle laner from last game.
That'd be some nice BM. Show you how it's done.
I mean, they've already swapped Disruptor. It was on the Booba Enthusiast last game. Now it's on PayPal's 30k USD. Just occurred to me. Dire's name is redundant. Because it says PayPal's $30k USD. It's basically, the dollar sign already implies it's USD. And they put USD at the end.
I think that's part of the meme, though.
It is. I didn't know that.
10 seconds remaining.
It ends up being the puck, though. They say, you know what? We want the puck. We already have plenty of damage. We already have plenty of durability. Let's throw in some crowd control instead. So they grab the puck.
Yep, it's a puck loves this game. Can't change my mind. Got 2 people on the back line, really easy to kill. Got Ember Spirit, Fresh Coil. I got feeds. Pretty easy puck game.
If they can get a stun on puck, Disruptor's fantastic follow-up with that Static Storm, being obviously that undispellable AoE sounds that's good into the puck, but given that the Hoodwink and the Ember aren't great into the puck, it's hard for Disruptor to really have that follow-up Static Storm in this game. I'm curious to see if Dire grabs... Oh, you know, I said it during the draft of Game 1 that they had Pudge in the mind, and in Game 2 they have turned the idea into reality. It is a Pudge selection for Booba enthusiasts, and PayPal us 30k, so you know what, we're going to grab Medusa. You know, we think this hero's good. We think it matches up well enough into the Terrorblade, and we saw you win the last game, so let's grab it ourselves.
5 seconds.
This is such an interesting pick order from both teams. So you have the Dire picking their mid hero at 15, where you like traditionally pick your offlaner. You have the Radiant not picking their potential 5 hero. I guess DP could go 5 until 23, and now you have their like offlaner getting last pick when you see their carry already. It's just obscure drafting to me.
5 seconds. Radiant team back.
I agree.
And they're banning Tidehunter, so I guess they think that DP is 5. That's what they think.
I mean, it could be. It could be anything, really. That's the thing, right? This team can run the DP. I mean, they have historically run the DP on like 3 or 4 different players, so it wouldn't be particularly shocking if they were willing to run it in multiple lanes.
5 seconds remaining.
My wife got some pizza today. We got like a specialty pizza from Domino's. It was a chicken, bacon, barbecue pizza. And she didn't look closely enough. It has onions on it. Onions on pizza are kind of weird, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I would have probably gotten no onions, but
Yeah,
what can
I
you
mean, it's
do?
not the end of the world, but like weird.
Yeah, both teams banning out offlane associate, or sorry, actually not offlane. I guess they banned out Batrider, which is really more of a mid laner dispatch, but traditionally offlane based heroes. I mean, obviously Underlord, Tide, offlaners, Bat, traditionally an offlaner, though nowadays a little bit less so. I'm curious to see exactly what ends up happening with these last 2 selections here. And it will be no Mars either, so if this DP is 5, as the Dire teams seem to think, we could get a really interesting offlane pick here. Or alternatively, they just banned out 4 offlaners, Radiant pick a support, and then Dire have to pick an offlaner with none left in the pool.
5 seconds remaining.
It's the same dilemma for the Dire as well, where a lot of these offlaners are already banned out right now. Not quite sure what's left anymore.
Oh, okay. Another mid hero.
Oh,
So you
boy.
can play it off lane.
It creates a lot of flexibility because it's probably Pudge DP supports Kunkka offlane puck bib. They can be very flexible with that, and they say, you know what?
Choose your hero.
Let's grab Enigma.
Ooh.
We think Enigma is good. I'm curious to see how Jay plays the lane here, but if nothing else, it is an interesting pick.
This Enigma pick owns, honestly. The only thing that like cancels Black Hole, okay, BKB Black Hole, is Aether Lens Pudge. And that's pretty difficult to pull off, especially if the Enigma gets shard. In lane, like the Enigma, if he does well, he can just rush Orchid this game, and he can own a lot of people. It could work.
Hello, mic test. Mic test. 1, 2, 3.
Ooh, that's nice.
Apparently, we're seeing a little bit of all chat going on right now.
Very wise.
Nothing too serious, obviously, but
That is some hot chili you're serving up down there.
a little bit of all chat back and forth right now. Wee bit.
Yeah. Whose shot do you like better? Who are you going with?
Yeah, I have to believe in this this DP terribly combination for the Radiant teamer.
Yeah. Kay's got an ugly color on though, so I'm going with Dire.
All right then. So we are split, albeit for very different reasons. Mine out of personal deference, yours out of cosmetics.
Yes.
Neither of which out of actual draft. All right, we are jumping on in now for game number 2. If you are just joining us, welcome to game number 2 of Booba Enthusiast taking on PayPal 30k USD. My name is Badger, and I'm once again joined by Season 8 Lance Champion BullJaXX, and hopefully we are in for a good game too. A little bit of laughing going on right now, but both teams are missing a player right now that's doing a little bit of AFK and getting some water, all that associated fun stuff, and that's what we're waiting on now. Oh, major issue. Great. That's not good.
He's gonna make a nuts joke.
He probably is, actually. He probably is.
Hello, mic test. Mic test. 1, 2, 3.
Absolutely perfect.
Major issue. How major? It's fine. Cope.
Like your style.
What the actual... Okay.
That's a accurate description of Labs players, you know?
It actually is. Well, I haven't been messaged anything yet, which is a good thing. Sometimes there's a major issue, I get messaged, so I'm happy to
Right.
not get messaged. A lot of not yets in the chat. Wait a minute, we see a G in the chat. We're back, we're back. People are liking moves and style, which is good, I suppose.
Alright, let's see how this
Hello,
goes.
mic test. Mic test. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, hopefully the servers cooperate for this game 2. Obviously, game 1 we had multiple major lag spike incidents. I believe we had 3 pauses due to server lag. So hopefully we don't have that be a problem this time around. Hopefully things are a little more cooperative, you know?
Yeah, I hope so as well. For the players' sake, honestly. The Puck versus the Ember, it's like kind of like a 50-50 matchup in the lane. Ember can definitely kill Puck a couple times, but I think later in the game it's very Puck favored.
I agree. I mean, it's possible to play as Ember, but it's hard. You need to always be itemizing for the Puck in particular, which is doable, but it also hurts your impact against the other 4 heroes, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
If nothing else, there's one thing we can be real excited about is Pudge. We get
Love to see some
Pudge.
Malefic Punch, dude. He's so good at this hero.
He is feared on Pudge for good reason, I should say. This is he just... Oh no! Patience! Patience! Click the value room, please.
Unfortunate.
That's... It's not ideal. There's not a rune up here, just still. So it's 2-to-1 bounty runes, with the rune just being left there. That's where we're at right now. It is 2-to-1 bounty rune exchange. You don't see this very often. Not an ordinary trade.
Cool.
Anything in particular we should be looking at in these lanes, or it's more like a relatively standard lane phaser?
Everything should be pretty standard. Top has probably the most kill potential with the Pudge. And nothing else really should happen. Hoogwing could feed if he doesn't manage his HP properly, but should be fine. There shouldn't be too much action. There could be a solo kill middle from either side.
And we have seen a lot of action top lane, I suppose. I mean, we saw a courier die and a hook get thrown. Not hit, but thrown. And that's interesting right there. That's two things that are happening. In mid lane so far, Aaron's having a great time here just with these trades into Frenzy. But Frenzy's keeping it even in CS, so... Wait, never mind, it's... Ooh, it's looking bad. He's actually going to have a full wave under tower. If he can get these last on Aaron, he's in a fantastic spot here. He's going to get a lot of them. Look at all of them, actually. That's fantastic for Aaron. We are seeing Keita and Levi having a bit of a tussle right now in the Radiant side jungle. BullJaXX is missed by Levi, and Keita will very heavily win that exchange. We're seeing Keita up for the level 1 Spirit Siphon.
Definitely the right call.
It is, okay. I was curious whether you should go for the Siphon to do the trading, or for the Crypt Swarm to go to the range creeps, but apparently Crypt Swarm, the correct option.
There's technically not any range creeps because of Enigma. That's like the theory.
I guess that's true, actually. That's true.
Denied all the creeps. Either way, it's better to trade with the E because you do damage and heals at the same time. That's always just a little bit better.
Top lane, that's a lot of damage. But Hook comes in onto Patience. Glimpse, though, brings Kobe back towards Ultra Gunner. Kobe jukes in the trees. Patience drops low immediately. And who will drop in the top lane? It appears to be nobody. Patience, barely alive. Hook up in 5. But there will be no kill anywhere. Unless... Never mind.
Oh, I almost had it. It was close.
I was hoping. I believed. It is the Metapop bottom lane by KU. It is time to be a bother in the lane, it appears, for KU, though. He wasn't able to get any of the Eidolons with that meta, I don't think.
No, he was not. Jay got that CS as well, and he denied another range. Not particularly fun to do that, a play against an Enigma. 10 denies.
I guess that is one way to ruin KU's game, is just have 10 denies. I mean, you can't let KU Terrorblade have farm if he literally has no last hits. And right now, it's 16 last hits versus 10 denies. That's a lot of denies.
A lot of denies.
We were talking earlier about how Arrow's doing a fantastic job mid lane. Frenzy is still holding his own for now. They both just hit level 5, so it's relatively even level-wise and relatively even CS-wise. So, in the waves we were not watching, Frenzy did a bit of a comeback, got a few key last hits and I would say last hits and denies, but actually both mid laners are very low in denies right now. Aaron has 1 deny, Frenzy has 0 denies. Both mid laners really prioritizing harassment and last hits over denies here.
Very interesting.
Gee, Aaron's dead, I think. He's already gone on Flame Guard under the tower. Aaron has nothing to possibly turn here. Fair Fire pop, but Aaron just being billed by Frenzy. Cyphus up in 1, Aaron will go down. First blood drawn by Frenzy. And Frenzy, that is a fantastic outplay from the Ember Spirit right there.
That was awesome. Great heads-up play from Frenzy there. That's really what he needs for an Ember to play against Puck. Be ahead of him. Has Orber Corrosion flying out to him as well. Full wand. We're not flying out because he's going to TP home because he's an Ember.
Hook from long range top lane on Dusa, Malefic, and Kobe. Look for the man fight, but Malefic lacks the HP, so it will be the end of the engagement with both Dusa and Pudge taking a lot of damage. Now it's both Frenzy and Aaron full healed in mid lane, but Aaron, he used all spells again in Frenzy. Remnant in, he wants 1 more kill. Remnant once again in, and Aaron has no spells. He has no way to live. That's 2 deaths on Aaron. Frenzy, Dota. We were looking for a big performance out of this team, particularly out of Frenzy, and so far he has had a fantastic start to the game. 2 solo kills on Ember Spirit.
What a gamer. And the puck has no TP as well.
Meanwhile,
He
bot lane,
recognized
Keita had his South broken by Levi, but he's still in a bit of a death duel here. Pushback hits, Keita low, Levi low, Keita will die, but will keep on a trade. He has more move speed by 5, so probably not. So another kill for Pay Palace 30k. They're now on the board 3-0 quite early on.
Exactly what they need. They're doing great. Lanes are very stable, winning mid.
And here's the 4th kill as well. Frenzy again with patience by the Roshan pit. Malefic put up a ward, tried for some runes, but only found a death. And we saw a torrent come out from Kobe, but the damage was lacking, so patience did not go down. That's a 4th kill, 4-0 in kill score quite early on now.
I wonder if they're going to bring a hero down bottom immediately and use this Enigma black hole. Oh, he's running Midas.
The Enigma?
Yeah. Well, at least it's better than Hood Meteor Hammer.
I think I actually would like Hood Meteor Hammer, dude. I think it'd be good this game. Sounds sick.
I think black BKB black hole is the strongest thing, and I think if you're not building towards that, you're not playing anymore. And I think Midas does that.
At Colonel Squid, pick BullJaXX Enigma. Tell him buy Meteor Hammer. Top lane, we are seeing a coil there onto Ultra Gunner. Boat comes in, it will hit onto the Dusa. And now it is Booba Enthusiast on the board with a big kill there on Ultra Gunner in the top lane. Only 1 kill so far, but that 1 kill has a lot of value. And not only do they kill the Medusa, they will even push that top tier 1 tower down to its death.
Nice kill. Nice kill.
And it is top T1 tower dead, and both carries have abandoned the lane. It is Ultra Gunner in the jungle, KU in the jungle. Good day to jungle, apparently. Hook from long range technically brings the regen rune in, but it also brought in that hoodwink right click, so it was the rune being brought away from the river, but into the deny still.
Yeah. Still kind of cool, but, you know, still denied.
I guess nobody wins. Nobody wins in that situation. Everyone just loses out a little bit. And Jay has teammates on the way. Keita goes forward with Siphon, but in come the entirety of the Dire. It's a 4v2 in the bot lane. Keita certainly will die. They're trying to push back as well onto KU. Keita drops the Frenzy as KU is hunted in the trees in that 1v3. In comes Malefic with the TP, but he's linked back by Patience now. Frenzy, Remnants in. Chains are missed though. Bad luck on the chains. Remnant once again in. KU low, and KU has no Sunder. Coil hits on 2. Aaron arrives. Jay dead. KU dead. Levi dead. Everybody dropping. Chaos in the bottom lane. Now Frenzy attempts to escape. Has low mana, and he has been found by Aaron. Kobe has X-Mark and Torrent. Frenzy cannot TP. X-Mark comes in. Frenzy will attempt to bring down Aaron. It will not work. He will drop on Ember. Another death in the bottom. Ooh. Almost.
Ooh.
A fantastic play by Frenzy, but not quite enough. He dies there on the Ember Spirit still.
I appreciate the hustle. They have Black Hole. I would like to see them get these ults on cooldown.
It would be helpful. It certainly would be good, if nothing else. And we saw Radiant, they use their cooldowns as well. They use Boat, they use Coil, so if Dire want to go right here, right now, even the threat of the Black Hole into no team penalties should be enough to fight now. And there's going to be an Arcane Rune on Frenzy as well, so that is quite the powerful rune right there. Surprised he didn't pop it and go in on Keita, but I suppose he's a little bit scared of who was sitting behind him. Obviously, he does not have the information that we have, so he did not go for that play. Bottom lane, though, it will be a jump onto Kobe. It is Levi, Jay, and Patience all there. Kunkka quite the hard to kill, but how tanky can he possibly be? He's being slowed on down. Now he turns with X-Mark and Boat. Aaron arrives. He's glimpsed away, but not in time. It's that phase shift. So it'll be Levi and Patience going down. Hook hits on Jay, and Jay drops as well. 3 for 0 in the bottom lane. Fantastic play right there. And
Yeah.
well, it was looking pretty good for a little bit there for PayPal's 30K, but now it's already that 1K net worth lead for Booba enthusiasts, and they want to push it into a larger one. They smoked up Ass 3 into the dire side tri-camp. They want more.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, Kunkka over here. Nah, he's fine.
He's fine for
Kunkka
now.
almost has his own orchid.
We are seeing Hook throwing Ultra Gunner. Ultra Gunner has no mana left either. The Eat comes in, the Orb comes through, Ultra Gunner low, Bushwhack, it's missed by Levi. Ultra Gunner goes down, and now Patience tries to help, has Kinetic Field, but Radiant have walked away. Another kill on Ultra Gunner, that's 2 kills on Dusa. Frenzy, Remnants in, looking for Keita. Keita is barely alive, meanwhile Patience dies to Aaron under that tier 1 tower. Back over to Frenzy, he's stunned by Torrents, but he will be fine as well. But Radiant, this is kill after kill. Frenzy, Malefic, they're nearby, but they did not cancel that TP. Now Hook hits on Levi once again
My God.
from the medium range. Levi dead again, and Malefic absolutely out of control right now.
Guy's owning on Pudge.
Well, this is the point in the game where we begin to be concerned, much as we learned last game for the side of PayPal's 30K. I believe last game we were concerned around minutes 20, this time around minute 12, and Keita wants to add to the concern. He's popped the Exo, the Siphons are there, he's running at Jay, in comes Frenzy, remnanting forward, Chainslet and Keita will attempt to survive. It's a hard time surviving, so he will die. Meanwhile, Boat hits onto Ultra Gunner in the bottom lane. Stone Gaze was popped, but Ultra Gunner is once again out of mana. Ultra Gunner drops. It's a 1-for-1 trade so far. DP for Dusa. Now Bushwhack hits on Kunkka. They want vengeance for their Dusa. X-Mark will be there on Jay. Jay is kept in place for now. Hook from long range hits on the Jay. Another hook from Malefic. Malefic Dota. He's out of control. Sharpshooter hits on Kobe, but he's still somehow barely alive. Frenzy, Remnants in. Kobe low, but Kobe still alive. Malefic finally dies to Patience and Levi as Frenzy ends the life of Kobe. So it will be a bit of an even trade, but Radiant, they are absolutely balling out right now.
Balling, dude. I really want to see this Enigma press a spell. Besides Midas.
Actually, I love how it wasn't even a good fight for them, but we're still saying they're balling. They lost a fight. By a good bit, actually. But we're still saying they're balling.
Yeah, but the Enigma, not the Enigma, sorry. The Medusa died there. So like your win condition died instead of the Radiant, so they technically really didn't win. You know, I don't know.
Dire's top tower
Medusa dying is never feels good.
This is true. This is true. But we are seeing some farming once again. It's KU farming Dire Side Jungle. Medusa farming Dire Side Tri-Camp. Both teams, I mean, they're looking around, they're poking around, but there's no significant kill attempts going on right now. Keita has the Arcane Room, might not live to use it. Bushwhack chains are both there. Dusa pops the Siphon Hook from long range hit onto the Ember Spirit. So Ember is kept in place. Damage is not quite there yet, but the coil from Aaron, it will be enough. Down goes Frenzy. Now, Patience has Tide Storm, hitting on Malefic. Sharpshooter hit as well, but Pudge is a little bit too tanky. He will not drop. So it's 1 kill for no exchange. Ember in the grave, and Radiance, if they want to, can begin to pressure that middle tier 1 tower once again. Exo is up in 8 seconds. With the arc, yeah, it's even meta pop by KU. This T1 tower is very dead.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, there's no way Radiant can, or Dire can defend this at all, especially with the Ember Spirit dead there.
Has fallen.
Ember going for his Maelstrom into BKB.
Makes some sense, but also means he's not necessarily ready yet to survive with that item build. Now we're seeing X-Mark on Patience. Boat comes in. Patience is going to die. Malefic has arrived. Has Hook. Does not use it for good reasons, but he could have. He could have used it.
He definitely could have. They have Blink Enigma now.
Problem is, Kunkka has the Orchid now. That is a very good Orchid game on Kunkka.
Dire are scanning.
Here we go again. Dire, they're having their jungle invaded by Radiant, but with that ward, they're aware of what is going on. They saw them over here on this ward area. Which means that Radiant instead double back towards middle lane. Hook is out Ultra Gunner again!
Oh,
He's alone!
nice.
The Orchid! The Torrent! The Dismember! It's enough! Ultra Gunner dead. Frenzy is TP'd in, but it's just too late. Another death on Ultra Gunner. That is his 4th death of the game, and we were mentioning how KU last game was the one who was dying a lot, but this time it's Ultra Gunner who's the one who's dying, and it's an Orchid and Coil there on Ember. Patience tries to save the 2-man static storm, but Ember is still coiled. He's once again silenced. He's just so low. Sharpshooter hits on Aaron, but Frenzy drops to the grave. 2 more kills for Booba Enthusiast, and Malphite wants a 3rd. He's running at Patience. Dismember, the Rot, Hook up in 1. Patience goes down. 3 kills for Booba Enthusiasts, and it is a 7,000 net worth lead. It is absolutely, possibly too much. Keita looks for a 4th. He's running at Jay. Siphon is there. Exo still active. Jay, he's half HP. On the run. Siphon, Crepswarm once again in. Jay on the run. Silence hits, and he will barely walk away in time. Malphite well off the mark on that hook. But it's still a dominant teamfight win there for the Radiant side.
They're doing so well. The Booba Enthusiasts are playing very well against each other right now. The hooks, the X mark and the hooks, all the combos and whatnot are just crazy.
Now another hook on Levi. Another hook. Silence comes in. Hoodwink on the run. The Rot is hitting. Hoodwink low. X mark though instead is on Patience, so Levi survives, but it's about combo onto Patience instead. Meanwhile, Frenzy and Jay run at Keita, but Keita has siphons. Stone Gaze popped. Coil there onto Jay. Breaks it. Keita low. Dire scrambling. Trying to fight. They're still there at their tri-camp under Radiant Vision as 4. They deward. Hook hits the bounty rune by Malphite, and Radiant are on the run once again. I suppose actually it's interesting in that I think only Patience died there, right?
I think so, yeah. Only he did.
It's kind of amazing, all things considered. We are seeing mid. Ooh, we thought we saw a hook from Malphite. He pump faked it. He wanted to hook Ultra Gunner, but recognized that he lacked the damage with his team, so he did not commit that hook there. And we have not been looking too much at KU this game, but it's time to begin looking at Terrorblade because he is a very farmed gentleman. Yasha, Falcon Blade, nearly at the Scotty. Dire recognizes the problem. They smoke up, asks for it, but Aaron breaks it. Frenzy cancels his TP, chains up Aaron. Meanwhile, top lane, Ultra Gunner runs away from the Pudge and the Kunkka. They instead, with the other 3 heroes, run at the Pudge. Pudge has hook onto Jay. Boat comes in, stunning onto 3. A fantastic boat, but Malphite's still dead. In comes Aaron. Coil on 2. Jay in the grave. And Aaron still is fighting. Exo is popped. Silence hits on 2. In comes KU. Meta pops. Stone Gaze pop, but Frenzy already dead. Ultra Gunner on the run and Dire. They are fleeing rapidly. Patience. He's being gone upon. Crypt Swarm. Tidebringer. The right clicks. More than enough. Patience will eventually drop X mark. Torrent. That'll do it. Patience. Somehow still alive, but Keita's spirits from the Exo bring down Patience. Another 3-for-1 exchange, and well, guess where Radiant won the fight? Right outside the Roshan pit, and they walk right on in.
Yep. Game's looking pretty rough, honestly. I just want this Enigma to press a spell. That's all I want.
Have we
I need
seen...
to see Black. We have no. He has not
Yeah.
casted Black Hole in 20 minutes. It just. I'm not trying to be rude, but like this is getting a little silly. I feel.
This is Patience right now, waiting for the Waiting for the black hole. Pun intended on that one. Pun intended.
He's gonna black hole all 5 of them when they're on their tier 4s, you know.
I mean, it's just. This is a game where it's looking a lot more one-sided than the last game. Last game, relatively even up to about minute 20. This game, minute 20, it's already looking very one-sided. It's now up to a 10,000 net worth lead. 500 per minute. That is a lot of gold.
A lot.
There's this double damage rune sitting. I love this punch shit, dude. It's just sitting there in the Radiant jungle entrance. Malefic hooked it out of the river. Thought he might even hook it further into his side of the map. And meanwhile, as all that happens, Dire are trying to clear out their own jungle of Radiant-sided heroes. There's currently 5 Dire heroes there and 3 Radiant heroes there. But Radiant are not being dislodged. KU and Kobe, too strong to remove. They instead look at bottom lane with Ultra Gunner to farm, but Radiant, they're just farming so much on the map right now. I'm curious, BullJaXX, if you're the Dire team right now, what kind of play do you make to even try like in this game, or is it just too late at this point?
Oh no, it's never too late. I mean, BKB Enigma is still like you can't really stop that. Sure, the Pudge has the Aether Lens, but if you just sit in the middle of a black hole, you can't really get it canceled, or you just black hole the Pudge. I think that's your play. I think you definitely should work towards Shard as well. That way, the Pudge has a really hard time canceling.
Speaking of things that are good, it could also be Pudge Shard at some point as well. I mean, Pudge Shard.
Yes.
Ooh, Frenzy with either the read or the reaction, I'm not entirely sure, but a very well-timed Remnant activation, getting away from the hook of Malefic. We are seeing a bit of a D-Ward war in the Dire side tri-camp. Radiant want control of it. Levi, D-Wards, and the hook is off the mark by Malefic. 2 missed hooks in a row, and I believe the first time all I've seen that.
How's the only bronze tier in this hero?
I don't know.
That's insane.
So maybe he hasn't even played in pubs because he knows he's ready to play it, you know?
Yeah, true.
He knows he's ready.
Kind of like when I play Dawnbreaker, I have 3 pub games with her, but I have like 7 or 8
Top
pub
lane
games.
Quill from Aaron on Jay. Jay was trying to apply pressure to the top lane. Pushed in too far, Aaron TP'd in, and Jay's in the grave for 40 more seconds. Now, it's a 2-man smoke looking for more, and they might just find more in the mid lane. Oh boy, they were walking right in on Frenzy, but Dire have the vision at the very least. Bushwhack hits on Keita, Keita is zoned, but Frenzy is silenced. Hook misses entirely. Keita, though, he has the Exo popped. He's running Ultra Gunner as KU hit Frenzy with that Metaform, and Keita zones the entirety of the Dire away from their Tier 2 tower. Radiant instead, though, instead of hitting the mid Tier 2 tower, they move to the bottom lane. They want the Tier 1 and Tier 2 bottom lane instead. The Tier 1 is not long for life. And they are really prioritizing this tri-camp control. They have run away on Keita. They're simply letting KU hit the Tier 2 tower with Malefic on the high ground. Looking at Radiant Vision. They have some idea what's going on. They saw some heroes, but yeah, they could not get up there to land.
13k gold lead for the Radiant here. Looking to amass that. They have the Aegis for, not for very much longer.
Yeah, 23 more seconds. Not quite enough time to utilize it properly if I had to make a guess. Not enough time. It will heal up KU, but he will be replacing the Aegis with BKB quite soon, so if they still want to fight BKB, Scotty, Yasha, Falcon Blade, that's a lot of stats there on the Terror Blade, and of course that magic immunity. And Aegis has expired under a Dire side Absorb. This could be the way for Dire to get into the game. They smoked up, they find Malefic, and they find KU. They're running at KU. They ignore the Pudge. They want the bigger kill. but the bigger kill has gotten away.
Oh no.
Dire's middle tower is
They tried to juggle, and they dropped their balls, and instead, Hook hits on Patience. Patience, he's low. Drops Static Storm, but he's just already dead. Another kill for Booba Enthusiast, 24-10 in kill score now, and it's looking quite rough. Hook, well off the mark by Malefic, but at this point it's a zoning Hook. Radiant are content to push in the middle lane and look for better kills. Torrent is dodged by Jay, and KU looks for the middle tier 2 tower. Ultra is there, but it's hard for him to stand and fight at this point. X Mark will be there on Ultra, and now in comes Patience, TPing and looking perhaps for a glimpse. But he cannot find one quite yet. Now Aaron walks forward looking, but neither team commits. Jay still has that black hole unused to the best of our knowledge. And we are waiting, but Radiant, they're positioning very well. They're not grouping together. Actually, perhaps now is a chance. Never mind, the chance is lost.
Maybe in the 30 minutes I'll cast the black hole.
Very brief window of chance, and they no longer have it. We are seeing KU fighting with his illusions against Ultra Gunner's illusions. Illusion on illusion action, but for now it's mostly a standoff, and neither team is willing to commit quite yet.
Radiant's bottom tower.
If you're looking for some good news to the Dire side, Ultra Gunner is beginning to farm quite well. He's been about 1k behind KU for the entirety of the game, but he's kept that 1k deficit even. But he's not fallen further behind, so he's pretty farmed as well. I mean, he's got Dragonlance Manta and Scotty. He is working towards that Butterfly and level 20 timing, so he's getting there. And if somehow Dire can get that key team fight combination, get one team fight win, then maybe Ultra Gunner will be big enough to win the game for his team at this point.
He has Scotty. This Scotty is a really big deal. He's the same, like 1,000 net worth underneath the Terror Blade. So it's definitely
Hook from long range on Jay. He BKBs, but he's in dismember. Meta popped Jay dead, and what a fantastic pickoff once again from Malefic. And surprise, surprise, Radiant want to parlay that one kill into more kills. Coil hits on Levi, Aaron grabs that kill. He's godlike, and well, thought we might have to wait until Roshan number 2, but no, we do not. The high ground time has arrived. KU's meta still active, EXO available, Barracks, they're screwed.
Yeah, no, this is a full. I think this might be a full Rax, honestly, if they choose to commit.
Hook was short by Malefic, and KU is still hitting. T3 goes down. Patience tanks the Torrent. X Mark, it's there. He's glimmered, but can he live? Probably not. Orchid hits and Patience barely gets away. Hook once again short by Malefic. In Radiance, they're respecting the ability for them to still fight. They know Black Hole is still up, and they will once again back off. Is that what I think it is in the career for KU? Oh, dear God. That's a full Ags in the career for KU almost.
300 gold away.
That's bad. That's very bad for the Dire, because this Terra is going to be a really big issue. Glimpse hits on Malefic. Malefic should go down here. Yep, he will. Bushwhack was missed, but it will not matter. Malefic goes down, and at long last, the first time in a very, and I do mean a very long time, Dire get a kill. When was their last kill?
That's more like it.
It's not even there. I scroll. You're not thinking the left side. I scroll up. Oh, never mind. We're seeing in the river. Patience goes down. X Mark. Boat misses though on Ultra Gunner. Ultra Gunner's on the run. Will get away. It's been a long time. I actually missed the kill on Patience trying to find the last time Dire got a kill. We are seeing Yules on Levi. Levi's been caught out by Keita. Jay, though, has that Malefice on Keita. Keita will go down to Ultra Gunner, and now Ultra Gunner will attempt to get away. Torrent Storm comes out from Kobe. Frenzy runs away as well, and now in comes Aaron, who has the coil. He'll jaunt in for Levi. Levi is low. Jay turns with the Malefice. Meanwhile, Ultra Gunner and Frenzy run all the way in, but Dismember is there on Frenzy. Meta is now popped. KU is fighting. Soulgaze is there, and Aaron arrives once again. Frenzy, Dada's hook. Malefic is low. Malefic will go down, and Dire, at long last, may have found the fight they wanted. But Coil's there on two. It's Jumper and Medusa inside the Coil. Torrent hits on Ultra Gunner. In comes KU once again hitting. Storm zones away KU. KU is low. BKB pop. KU looks for Thunder. But Black Hole comes in. It's there on KU. Can they kill KU? No, they cannot. The Sunder. The turn. No. It's a disaster. Aaron jaunts in. Frenzy low. Frenzy dead. And Ultra is trying to fight. But can he bring down KU? KU still so low. TP in. KU. No, he's dead. Ultra gets him. And now Aaron, he's on the run. His BKB is over. He orbs and he jaunts. Dire, pursue though. Glimpse, it's there on Kobe. Ultra Gunner, he's hitting. Orchid, it's there on Dusa. Meanwhile, Aaron jaunts in, looking for the Patience. Patience drops down, but can Ultra find Vengeance? No, he cannot. His move speed, it's too low. Instead, he runs at Keita. Keita, he's half HP. Yules will delay. And now in comes the X-Mark. They're kiting around the Medusa. X-Mark, Torrent, orb through, but Aaron does not want the jaunt into big bad Medusa. Dusa, at long last, walks away. And Dire, at long last, win a team fight.
Did they win? I guess they did.
They won the fight for sure. Yeah, they got KU. It's a very long fight too. It's a very, very long fight. We have seen, we've seen Ultra Gunner though opt for the MKB rather than the Butterfly. So you know what? I need to stop this evasion. I guess there's that evasion talent on Terrorblade as well as the.
It's very annoying. Yeah, honestly.
I guess just the evasion talent on Terrorblade.
It's a big deal. 16%. It means you could lose that team fight, or like if you don't have like your Satanic or something along those lines. Like it's just not fun. I like it.
Well, Radiant Smoke S5 Coil, but it's there on Illusions! It's only on the Illusion, the Decoy Illusion and the Manta Illusions, and now Terrorblade is on the run. His teammates use spells and illusions, and for now they cannot fight. Jay pushes in the bottom wave, and it's starting to somewhat look better for PayPal as 30K, finally.
Yeah, it's playable.
The Ultra is #1 net worth for the first time since Game 1, which is good.
He's huge. He definitely can carry this game.
Now Aaron is glimpsed. Aaron, he's caught. Never mind, no, he's not. That orb cooldown talent saved his life. If he had the Wedding Rift talent, he'd be dead right now.
Yes.
But because he had that orb talent, he could orb after orbing immediately pretty much and get away from that one. Now it's Frenzy with the chains onto KU. Jay arrives. Black Hole is there. Onto the TB. And it's Dinosaur zones away Malefic. Malefic could not eat his Terrorblade. Terrorblade goes down. Sharpshooter comes in from longer range. Yep, it's there on Pudge. Pudge, he's broken, he's stunned, he's dead. 2 more kills. And Jay, 2 black holes, 2 heroes total caught, but both times they killed KU. Black holes well used.
They're doing it, actually. Holy crap.
And Keita as well. He's been glimpsed. His TP canceled in the trees. The 3v1, Keita will obviously lose that one. But meanwhile, Radiant are hitting high ground. Aaron and Kobe hit the range racks. Frenzy arrives. Levi's there as well. Aaron did not jaunt. Bushwhack hits. Are there spells? No, there are not. Aaron will attempt to get away. Coil just there to zone him away, make sure the Ember and Hoodwink could not pursue, and now Aaron and Kobe will run away. So Radiant did lose 3 heroes. They grabbed the Ranger Axe, but during all that, they lost the Roshan. Ultra Gunner Patience and Jay head into the pit, and Ultra Gunner grabbed that second Aegis of the game and that Aghanim Shard.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The Terrorblade just get black hole 2 times in a row. He just dies.
suppose that's how they're killing KU. Is just put him in the black hole. It's working. It's working. I mean, it's a lot of damage. Well, Ultra Gunner, he is once again in possession of a lot of money. He still has that butterfly in the quick buy, and if he gets it, suddenly it's terrible he does not have the MKB. So it will be evasion that Radiant can't really go through that easily. They have
Silver's Edge on KU.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Is that normal?
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I trust KU in this one. I don't think it is, but I trust KU.
Seems weird, but yeah, he's much better at the stuff than me. So
I guess he's tired of being spotted in the team fights. He wants that that element of invis. Because I mean, we've seen it's like, all right, they say KU, they go on KU. If he's invis with Silver Edge, it's a lot harder to go on KU. Well, Dire will smoke his 5, it appears. Keyword is appears. Maybe. Maybe. There it is. It had to arrive. So Dire smoked S5 from their truck camp. They're running up and to the northwest. They want perhaps to run at Puck and Pudge, who I believe they both saw, but instead they return to the tri camp. They know Radiant are split. They run into Keita. It is a kill for sure. Glimpse will be there. Death Buffet will eventually go down, but can Dire find more? They wanted perhaps to find KU problems, they only found his illusions instead. Patience hunts for the glimpse, but he will not find it in time.
yeah, the Dire has a win percentage in Dota Plus. Holy crap! 10K behind, and they think that they're gonna win.
Yeah, I mean, Valve,
This Deuce is huge.
they're confident in the Dusa. And I suppose at this point, Dire are grabbing more and more structural damage. Mid
They can take a
T2
Rex.
goes down, and they can go high ground right now if they really want to. I mean, they have 2 lives on Dusa for 2 minutes longer, so they have the way
Definitely
coming
should.
in.
They definitely should. Definitely go high ground here. I would.
And they have the Remnant on Frenzy as well at the middle lane to bring him back in if they want to, but they're running at KU instead. They know he's somewhere in the bottom lane. Problem is, can they find him? It's a hard nut to crack, and for now, KU will play in the trees and get away, it appears. They even scan for him. They know he's in the trees. It's a little bit... Wait. Oh, it just expired. He just walked into the scan after it expired. Very fortunate timing there for KU.
Jay has a Timer's Relic on this Enigma now. This is terrifying for the enemy team.
Ooh, my. That's
Once he
going
gets
to be
pushed
an
for
issue.
pressure, I don't see how you ever... I don't see how you fight, actually.
Just a lot of spell damage. So even the debuff amp on Malphus is pretty nice too. It's a lot of value there.
Radiant's bottom tower
And now Dire run through the bottom lane. They grab the tier 2 tower and they said, you know what? We don't want to go high ground middle lane. We want to go high ground bottom lane instead. And that's where they've opted to go. They're hitting the tier 3 tower on the Medusa. They're sitting behind him, and Radiant, they're splitting, but eventually they have to defend. Ultra is there. He's doing a lot of damage. Glyph, it is popped. Malefic, he is setting up for the hook. Hook up. But there's no great angle. Now from long range, just off the mark. T3, dead. Ultra hits buildings. That is a dead Millerax quite soon. It's taking a lot of damage. Hook, once again, is there on Ultra. In comes Dismember. They want the Deuce. Medusa is just so tanky. Tier 5 is there, bringing Dusa into tier 4 towers, but she's just so tanky. Coil is there, and Dusa is still fighting. It just expired. Hook! It's in! Dusa, 1 life! They commit! Everything is there! They want the Medusa! She's so low! Static Storm, there! Ultra Gunner, he's in the fountain! Brought there by the Radiant! X-Mark is there again! Ultra's just so low, but he's just still alive! And now Dire, they're on the run! Keita has the Exo, Patience dead, Ultra low, Ultra being pursued! They're committing in! They want the Dusa! Frenzy low as well! And now Ultra Gunner, well, Manta trying to survive. Ultra Gunner cannot survive. He goes down. Meanwhile, Frenzy's on the run. Keita brings him down. And Dire, at the 11th hour, when things were finally looking good, they've collapsed in the worst possible way.
Yeah. I feel like they definitely could have pressed some spells there instead of watching their Medusa die. But that's...
Terror Wave just zoned the entirety of the team so hard there. He's just seeing the value of that Aghanims on the Terror Blade. Where either they got hit by it or they had to run away to not get hit by it.
Yeah, I guess so. Damn. Hey, he was just too good.
Well, it's go time. Radiant have returned to the Dire side base. They want buildings. And they want more than a range attack this time. Netherrack's mid go down. They head perhaps to the top lane. T3 under duress. But so is Aaron. Aaron has to beat KB. Coil is there on Patience. Patience is low. Patience goes down. And he has no buyback. Sharpshooter comes in from Levi from long range. And it will not hit. It's just too short. So Radiant, they grab the buyback out of Frenzy. They grab the buyback out of Ultra Gunner. They grab the middle melee barracks, and you got a lot of gold from all that. That's huge. Well, here we go. Both teams have found each other in the river, but neither team wants to commit to that one, that's for sure.
Rose should potentially be up in 30 seconds. Hopefully for an early spawn.
Who BKB'd? Who BKB'd? Oh, KU pops his BKB. Just on nothing. Interesting.
Well, they see it too on Dire. Dire should smoke into this right now.
I heard the sound like, wait a minute. BKB. What am I missing? Turns out I'm missing nothing. Just BKB was used.
Dire should smoke. Hello? Please?
I'm not quite sure if this... Oh, never mind. There they go. They've smoked as for everybody, but Frenzy is in the smoke. Wait, Frenzy's invis. Never mind. He's with them as well. Radiant are splitting though. KU's invis. Smoke is popped. Is there detection? No, there's no detection! KU gets away. Missed opportunity there. Keita TP's away in time as well from Jay's midnight pulse combination.
I can't believe it.
Unforced errors there from the Dire. Just no detection. Levi had some. He was not in range. Patience did not have some. And KU. That would have been a massive death there in the Terror Blade, but could not find it. Well, here we go again. It's now Terror Blade who escaped a dance with death running to the Jungle. He's invis and finds Levi. Levi is very dead. Meanwhile, Coil's there, but it's missed on Jay. Jay dodged it with that blink. So now Dire. Never mind, there will be a second death on Patience. Hook hit him. Meanwhile, it's actually there a pressure coil there on Jay. Jay is trying to run, but no! That second coil from Aaron. First coil missed, but second coil hit. So it's 3 heroes dead. Hoodwink buys back. Enigma can buy back. It can be a 5v4 fight at the Dire side high ground. Ultra Gunner, though, is not there. His TP is on cooldown. And Kobe is zoning him away. X-Mark hits on Dusa. Boat will be there as well. Ultra Gunner is far outside his base, but Radiant are not committing in for him. They're letting him get away. So you know what? We got the 2 buybacks last time. We got 2 more buybacks. Let's run in for the safe option. It is Roshan. Never mind. They don't commit in for the Roshan. They
Why do they not?
run to the tri-camp to not get black hole, I guess.
Interesting.
I guess they're respecting the power of that black hole, that Aghanim's Refresher black hole just that much. We're saying, you know what? It's just that much damage. If we have key heroes caught in the hole, then we might just lose the game this time. Even though we have the buybacks, we don't want to risk it. Aaron is on the run. Looks like he will get away. Yes, he will. Okay. Puck, pretty slippery hero, and will get away there from the Dire team. We are almost at KU running out of slot. Yeah, he's running out of slots. He has gotten the Aghanim Shard now, but he's running out of stuff he can buy. I mean, he can upgrade the Aghanim's Scepter into that Aghanim's Blessing to get another item, but he's running out of slots. So it's go time now for the Radiant to say, you know what? Let's go. Grab that third Aegis to KU, Aghanims, to Malthic on Pudge perhaps. Perhaps not, going instead to Keita on the Death Prophets. And they put the cheese on Keita as well.
There you go, yeah.
Well, I guess it's some key stuff there, man. It's once again Radiant growing their lead. It's even more stuff for them to work with. And that Aghanim's on DP. It's pretty helpful. You're seeing right now, the little spirits just pop out with everything, so... It's that extra little layer of damage. Well, here we go again. Radiance, they're playing it safe despite having 32k net worth lead and a Aegis and a cheese. They coil onto Levi's decoy illusion. That's now twice this game that Levi has forced out coil with the illusion. So good illusion micro there from Levi. Good decoy purchase, I suppose. Actually, yeah, why doesn't alternate have BKB yet? Nier was saying it in chat. Why doesn't alternate have BKB?
Yeah, well, I guess BKB really helps you with, like, what? Conka?
You remember
It
when
doesn't, it doesn't help you with Puck or Pudge.
Remember when they brought Medusa all the way from like over here to the fountain? A large part of that was Terror Wave, bringing her from like over here to over here.
BKB.
But if he BKB, he's not here to be, say, hooked over to here. So I guess that a little bit would keep him, say, I don't know, over here hitting the barracks instead of over here tanking the fountain, you know? I guess you just disrupt the combination. I mean, Kunkka...
You see what he's buying?
You know what? I like that more than BKB. I like that a lot more than BKB. Screw BKB.
A little bit so much.
Screw BKB. He has a rapier. Let's go.
Okay. I respect it. Run it down mid now. Let's go.
He's going down mid. He's not running it down mid. He's walking it down mid. He has 297 move speed. He is currently walking it down mid. It's a lot. It's actually, this is an insane amount of discipline from the Radiant side. Like, you're up by 20 kills. You're up by 32,000 net worth. You have Aegis and cheese, and you're up barracks. And yet, you just don't do much out of anything. Yeah, you just kind of like push in the waves, you hit jungle camps, and you slowly grow your lead. It's like, you know what? We'll let them farm. We'll let them leave their base, but we'll farm more. And I guess now's the time. They've smoked up as 3, looking for a key kill. They found Ultra Gunner. It's the huge kill if they can find it. Ultra, he's feared already. So is Frenzy. Ultra, low on mana. Ultra, low on life. Rapier on the floor. In comes Jay with a black hole. Nowhere near enough. He refreshes, but he's dead again. The hits, they're too much. Too dead. No buybacks. They find Levi. He's dead too with no buyback. They find Frenzy. He's leashed. He's coiled. He's dead. No buyback, 4 diebacks. Rapier on the floor still. And Dire know it. It's a 4-5 wipe. It's a GG call.
A little anticlimactic. It was a good smoke out from Radiant. Good showing from them.
This is a it's a good 2-0 for Booba enthusiasts. I mean, this is a team where they were certainly, you know, one of the favorites going into the season, and I mean, they're showing why. I mean, they had a pretty good Game 1 win, and they had a very dominant Game 2 start before turning it into a 50-minute affair.
Yeah, I'm glad this team's doing good. I think this is like one of my two teams to just win the whole season. Honestly, I think this team's love seeing Aaron do well. 15-3, 17, owning.
Absolutely. I mean, Aaron had a very good series. So did Kobe, actually. Kobe had, I think, one death combined in 2 games there?
Yeah, Kobe's cracked, dude. That's nothing new.
We were possibly doubting Kobe in the offlane, and, well, Kobe had 0.5 deaths per game average in the offlane, which is not that common for offlaners. It is going to be a 2-0 victory, as mentioned. Thank you for joining BullJaXX. Do you have any final analysis before I go into my usual outro for you?
Nope. Have at it.
All right, then, BullJaXX, do you have any final words, call-outs, shouts to say to the people of League of Legends and twitch.tv/BadgerPablo?
Did it to my 2-0 when I 2-0 Badger.
All right, then. But thank you to the viewers for tuning in. Thank you to Doss for the sub. I appreciate it. And when will I be back? Let's find out. I will be back at the latest, Wednesday night for Long Tall Eyelash, the 6-dog team taking on Metaverse Esports, the Dark Sasquatch team.
Ooh.
Should be a fun time there. And I'll also be back next Saturday for Booba Enthusiast taking it back against Bing Chilling, BullJaXX's team in question. So should be a fun time there. My name's Badger, though, again. Let me cast your games, cast your tournaments. Contact me on the Discord. It's Badger, number 5713, or on Twitter, twitter.com/BadgerDota2. And if you find out possibly hire me and Logical to cast your pro tournaments, contact me at those same spots, of course. For now, though, thank you for watching, and as always, have a great night.